It is the African Nations Championship once more. Previous hosts, Cameroon, are in Algeria for the 7th edition of the tournament, which will take place from January 13 to February 4. Noteworthy is an absence among the intermediate lions that many have been talking about. Hello to our listeners and welcome to this episode of our podcast, Sports Now. Our talking point today is patient Wassou's absence from Cameroon's team for the 2022 African Nations Championship. In a competition that involves top quality players playing in domestic leagues within Africa, many were shocked to realize that Cameroon's young sensation, patient Wassou, was not among the list of 25 selected. Romeo Kenyi is here to talk about it. He is a journalist.
Hello, thank you very much for choosing me to take part in this program. It's true that a lot of people talking about the absence of patient Wassou. We also think that patient Wassou is still young, and then he's been very busy with different selections of the national team. Come to think of it, he's been among the under 23, the under 17. He's been very, very active for the past few seasons. And then, when a player has been exhausted, he's been used in several dimensions. Even at the level of the national team, he's been called up to one or two occasions in the national team. It's true, he's not featured, but he's trained before with them. And then I think patient Wassou, this is just a moment for him to take some time and maybe rest and then work on his performance, because when you play in almost all the different selections, you can drop in performance if you're not really resistant.
You mentioned about his participation in many competitions, pointing out that he's been very busy lately. What about other players that have been selected and who have equally been busy? For example, someone like Ngom Bekele, who was at the World Cup. Can't we say he was exhausted as well?
Other players who've been busy, it's true, we can talk of Ngom, who's coming back from the World Cup, but he's not been very busy as patient Wassou. Patient Wassou, when you look at it, he's been part of the qualifiers under 23, and then he's featured to amongst in the Olympic team, and then with Cotton Sport of Garwa, and then his age too. Or somebody like patient Wassou, we cannot say we can exhaust him the entire of the season compared to people like Ngom, who this is not the first time they are featuring for competitions or maybe playing consistently in one or two different competitions. Ngom is just back in Cameroon to pick up from where he started a long ago. He's coming from the United States of America, and then in the World Cup, he did not play the entire competition. The qualifiers, he did not feature in them. And so if we want to look at that, you will see that Ngom still has a lot of strength. And then when he came back, he had time to rest before picking up for the Chan.
Thank you, Romeo Kenyi, for your time.
Thank you very much. It was equally a shared pleasure discussing with you and sharing ideas on the Cameroon team for the Chan 2022, but played in 2023.
I have been Joe Pavel Nyoisuli. The Intermediate Lions play their first match against Congo on Monday, January 16. They are in Group E alongside Niger. To every listener, thank you for being there. See you in the next episode of the podcast. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.